Mikel Arteta may be on the verge of securing the future of a player he loves, with a new 5-year contract on the way. Meanwhile, the £50 million striker that Ian Wright advised Arsenal to sign immediately might be considering a move to Saudi Arabia. And to top it off, Arsenal releases a crucial update on the injuries of Jurrien and Takehiro Tomiyasu, including predictions for their return. Stay with me until the end of the video to check out the latest Arsenal news straight from the Emirates Stadium. But before that, if you're as passionate about Arsenal as we are, don't waste any time and subscribe to our channel right now to stay updated on everything happening with the greatest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's dive into today's top news. Arsenal are showing their commitment to young talent Ethan Nwaneri, giving him another opportunity to impress during the 2-0 Emirates Cup win over Lyon on Sunday. Although he only played for about 10 minutes, the 17-year-old made a strong impression. Nwaneri looked confident and comfortable at the first team level, displaying a positive and aggressive style on the ball, always looking to create chances in the final third. During the match against Lyon, the Hale End Academy star stood out with a progressive dribble, fearlessly taking on opponents and even managing to get a shot on goal. It's becoming clear that Nwaneri may have outgrown academy-level football, and Mikel Arteta seems to recognize that he's ready for more senior challenges. Instead of sending him out on loan, Arsenal appears to be planning to keep Nwaneri within the squad. Arteta has assured the young midfielder that he will get playing time this season if he continues to earn it, which aligns with the 2 Premier League appearances he's already been given by the coach. Arsenal enter contract talks with Ethan Nwaneri over deal that could run until 2030. According to Football Transfers, Arsenal have started talks with Ethan Nwaneri about a new contract, although the young talent can't officially sign until he turns 18 in March 2025. The club is eager to have an agreement in place well before that time, with plans to secure him on a 5-year deal. This move shows that Arteta is serious about his promise to give Nwaneri game time this season. For Nwaneri, an England under-17 international, signing a new contract will likely hinge on his belief that he'll have regular involvement with the first team at the Emirates Stadium. How will Nwaneri break into the Arsenal team? Nwaneri has been guided by Martin Odegaard, and many see him as a potential long-term successor to the Norwegian playmaker. However, it's unlikely that Nwaneri will challenge the club captain for his spot anytime soon. That said, Nwaneri could become a valuable substitute for Odegaard, giving Arteta the option to rest the skipper in games that are already won. This would allow the former Real Madrid man to get some extra recovery time before the next challenge. Additionally, with the left 8 role still up for grabs, Nwaneri might be looking to make a case for himself in that position, potentially forcing his way into the mix as a contender. When Jurrien and Takehiro Tomiyasu will return for Arsenal after final preseason victory. Arsenal claimed the Emirates Cup with a solid 2-0 victory over Lyon at the Emirates Stadium. Although the result wasn't particularly crucial, Mikel Arteta will be happy with how his team performed. Riccardo Calafiori impressed in his debut for Arsenal, and Arteta managed to give some of his key players important minutes on the pitch. Additionally, the game provided another chance for the promising Hale End Academy talents, Ethan Nwaneri and Miles Lewis-Skelly, to shine in preseason. Most importantly, Arsenal got through the match without picking up any new injuries, though Jurrien and Takehiro Tomiyasu are still out of action. Speaking after the win over Lyon, as reported by journalist James Benge on X, Arteta stated that Timber's foot injury that kept him out of this clash is fine. The Dutchman is expected to be back in training in the coming days. However, Tomiyasu's issue is more serious. The Spanish coach said the Japan international is not expected to return to action until weeks from now. Unfortunately, both players have had their fair share of injuries. Timber, for instance, spent nearly all of last season recovering from a severe knee injury he suffered right at the start of the Premier League season. Considering the extent of his injury, it was almost inevitable that the former Ajax defender would face a few bumps on his road to full recovery. On the other hand, Tomiyasu has also struggled with injury problems since he joined Arsenal. Arsenal needs signs of improvement from Tomiyasu. There's no question that Tomiyasu is a top-notch defender. When he's healthy and in form, his reliability and ability to play in different positions make him a valuable asset for Arteta. The problem is, those stretches of good health are few and far between. Some Arsenal fans are starting to lose patience with Tomiyasu, but with him sidelined once again, trying to sell him in this transfer window would be nearly impossible. For now, Arsenal can only hope that he recovers quickly and, more importantly, stays fit for a while. £50 million striker who Ian Wright told Arsenal to buy could now be on his way to Saudi Arabia. This summer might mark the end of Eddie Nketiah's time at Arsenal, and with that in mind, Mikel Arteta has been linked to several strikers who could be an upgrade. So far, Riccardo Calafiori is the only new arrival at Arsenal, and based on his impressive performances at the Euros, he looks like a solid signing. Adding to that, Jurrien Timber, who almost feels like another fresh signing after his long injury layoff, will give Arteta plenty of defensive options this season, the kind of versatility he's been wanting. And with Mikel Merino eager to join Arsenal, Arteta might soon have a similarly deep pool of talent in midfield, which is a very promising sign. But with Arsenal looking to offload Eddie Nketiah as quickly as possible, it seems they have more plans to strengthen their attack. Rice Nelson, another Hale End graduate, might also be on his way out this summer, which would leave Arteta with limited forward options if no replacements are brought in. It might finally be the right time for Arsenal to bring in a new goal scorer. Arsenal target Ivan Toney, assessing his options amid Saudi Arabia interest. In addition to the sought-after Victor Osimhen from Napoli, Arsenal have also been linked with Ivan Toney this summer. Ian Wright recently suggested that Arsenal should go after Toney, seeing him as the kind of striker who could take Arteta's team to the next level and into serious trophy contention. However, with Arsenal yet to make a move for Toney this summer, he might now be looking at options in Saudi Arabia. Toney has also been on Tottenham's radar, but since they opted to sign Arsenal fan Dominic Solanke instead, it looks like the Brentford striker might be exploring other opportunities. Fabrizio Romano shared the news on X, saying that Al Ahly had been following £50 rated Toney since January. Romano said, Ivan Toney, one of the main strikers being considered by Saudi Pro League clubs for the final weeks of the window. Toney, appreciated by Al Ahly already since last January window, and he's still on SPL shortlist. No decision on the player's side, he's assessing options. It's still possible that Arsenal could reconsider Ivan Toney before the end of August. Given his contract situation, Arsenal might even be able to sign Toney at a significantly reduced price. At that kind of deal, the England striker could be a worthwhile gamble. He's definitely the sort of player who would make an impact and score goals in North London. £30 million Arsenal target appears to wave goodbye to fans after Manchester United opened talks to sign him. A story from the Daily Express on Saturday revealed that Manchester United have started discussions to sign Ferdi Kadioglu. The Turkish international had a standout performance at UEFA Euro 2024 this summer, helping his team reach the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, Turkish news outlet Hurriyet has reported that Arsenal are also interested in Kadioglu and are preparing a bid for the Fenerbahce number 7 this summer. Now there's a new development. After Fenerbahce's 1-0 win against Demirspor on Saturday, Kadioglu was spotted on camera seemingly saying goodbye to the fans. The footage shows him waving to the crowd while his teammates gather around, either to console or congratulate him. Brighton are also rumored to be interested in signing Kadioglu this summer. The timing of this video is particularly intriguing given that Manchester United have only recently been reported to have opened talks. The 24-year-old had an impressive season last year, making 51 appearances across all competitions. He scored 3 goals and provided 5 assists. Fenerbahce is said to be asking for £30 million for Kadioglu this summer. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.